Hello, beautiful, and welcome back to the Her Fertility Podcast. I'm so grateful that you are here. Today's episode is one that I'm super excited to talk through with you because it is something I wish somebody had talked to me about when I was trying to get pregnant. There's a culture here that when you have infertility, you work solely with your doctor. And today I'm going to highlight what your doctor doesn't know about infertility and what you can do to support yourself. Welcome to Her Fertility, the podcast revolutionizing the way women are supported on their fertility journey. I'm your host, Jess Tims. With years of supporting women as a fertility doula, I've seen the emotional pain caused by infertility, including my own struggle with unexplained infertility. And I always knew there had to be a better way to support women with their fertility health and healing. This is the first podcast to combine the principles of spirituality and energy healing with the research-based fertility data to support you in a way you've never seen before. You can stop feeling alone, confused, frustrated, and overwhelmed, and start finding the answers you've been looking for, because this podcast goes so much deeper than anything you can search for online. If you're ready to find a new spiritual perspective for your fertility journey, then press play. We are here to reclaim control, find clarity, and transform the fertility conversation. Western medicine is our primary medicine format here in the United States. And Western medicine is largely born from the school of thought that's similar to Newtonian physics. So we're going to go back to school for just a minute. In Newtonian physics, if you remember, Sir Isaac Newton was hit on the head by an apple and he figured out gravity, cause and effect. Newtonian physics is very linear, like items happen in a sequence, right? The apple falls, I get hit with an impact. There's a cause that ends in an effect. For every action, there's an opposite reaction, right? This is Newtonian physics. It is all very well and true. And Western medicine is largely born out of this same theory. Seeing things as they are in themselves. Another way to say it is seeing things as separate, having a separate cause and a separate effect. And Western medicine really views the body as separate from the mind and the soul or the spirit. We even see this in the way that Western medicine is designed. You have doctors who are specific in parts of the body, right? We go to an OBGYN for our feminine health because they are a specialist in that part of the body. We would go to a cardiologist for our heart health because they are a specialist in the heart. We have all these specialized doctors. There is a benefit to having expertise in an area. And we're going to have a conversation today about the challenges that come about because of this frame of thinking. So in order to have this conversation, we need to talk through the other point of view, which is Eastern and ancient medicine. So in Eastern and ancient medicines, the body, the mind, and the spirit are one. And this is largely born out of quantum physics. So again, going back to school, if you remember learning about the atoms, in each atom, there's the proton, the neutron, and the electron. And each of those components has a charge. So you have a positive, a negative, and then a neutral charge in each of these atoms. And all things of matter are made from atoms. Quantum physics is largely the study of energy, of positive and negative charges, as viewing things as energy, as seeing things not linear, but on a continuum. And this is where we get the theories and learnings from Einstein. Einstein gave us a lot of quantum physics theories and proofs and all of that. And this is where ancient medicine, Eastern medicine largely lives, seeing that everything is connected and not separating the body from everything else. And so, as you might guess, doctors who are trained in Western medicine are not equally trained in these Eastern philosophies or these ancient philosophies of medicine. They are studying and becoming experts in one area of the body rather than being trained and seeing the whole body. And I'm not here to say that one way is better than the other. Instead, if you are experiencing infertility, it's really important to understand that your doctor is viewing your body from this perspective. So, in a nutshell, your doctor wasn't trained to see your fertility from a holistic perspective. When you go to your OB/GYN, they are going to look at your feminine health. They are not going to look at all of the other things contributing to your feminine health. They are going to test your hormone levels. They're going to test your reproductive hormone levels. They're not going to test your other hormone levels, even though those hormones might have a relationship with your reproductive hormones. It's just not what they specialize in. And it's not to say that this is bad. We tend to jump to like, oh, this is bad or this is good, especially on social media. One of my biggest challenges with social media, especially in the holistic space, is we're so quick to make a judgment to say, oh, that's wrong, or oh, that's bad. Don't do that. And I'm here to invite you to keep an open door and an open mind frame, but inform yourself so that you can make the best decision for you in your body. So keeping that open mind, even though your doctor might not be trained from a holistic perspective, it's not all bad, right? So we want to get us out of this idea like that is bad. Western medicine doctors can still provide valuable information. You can absolutely trust in the testing that your doctor can do for you. If you're not getting pregnant in the time frame that you want to get pregnant in, you might go to your doctor and they're going to run some tests. And those tests are going to give you data about your body. And that data is valuable data. You can absolutely roll with those results to have more information about your body. Western medicine doctors can use technology for our benefit. We can use this data to say, okay, I am deficient in this area. Or if you do an HSG exam, there is a blocked tube and we need to clear that out in order to conceive. The other thing that Western medicine doctors are very valuable for is solutions. So solutions look very different for each person. We have access to things like fertility medications, assisted reproductive technologies like IUI or IVF. And these are solutions that can support your body in conceiving. And they're very effective solutions for many couples. The IVF has brought many wonderful little babies into this world. And it's not to say that that is not an option or that it shouldn't be considered. It should absolutely be considered in conjunction with your whole fertility view. So these are all really great things that our Western medicine doctors can provide for us and that we can trust in. This is science and medicine, and it is absolutely a tool that you can use on your fertility journey. So don't throw that out when you start to do your fertility research. Definitely take advantage of it and use it because you're going to get valuable data from it. And this is where I think most women stop. They get the data, they talk to their doctor, and they just stop there. What I would invite you to do and really encourage you to do is get a second opinion, if not a third and fourth opinion on your fertility from another perspective, whether that's from a naturopathic doctor, somebody who specializes in holistic medicine, maybe an Eastern medicine practitioner, a traditional Chinese medicine or TCM practitioner. This is where really building out your fertility team can benefit you. When I work with clients, I am offering them a spiritual and energetic perspective to their fertility, something that is very largely missing in the fertility conversation, but is extremely important. What getting these other opinions is going to do for you is paint your full picture of your fertility. You're going to have your data on your body, but you're also going to see how your lifestyle and nutrition, how the energy in your body is all contributing to your fertility as well. Because if you're anything like me, then you definitely believe that your body isn't siloed, that your body doesn't just operate without being impacted by the things in your daily life, by the things that are stressing you out, by the current, climate and culture that we're living in, or by the food you eat. I believe that all of these are impacting your body, and you are worth the time and effort to investigate these areas as well. You might be thinking to yourself, well, Jess, that just sounds like a lot of work. Like, I really just want some answers, right? Like, I really just want to get answers on why I can't get pregnant. And this is where becoming your own advocate really is very important for the infertility journey. Being your own advocate is going to help you get the answers that you need and want. When you don't get all of those answers with one doctor, that's when you need to start searching out other doctors. It doesn't mean you need to have a full fertility team of like 10 people. No, it's just start small. Start with your doctor and then build from there, whether it's seeing a holistic specialist, whether it's working with a fertility doula, whether that's going to see an acupuncturist who specializes in fertility. These are all ideas for you to think through your next first step on getting answers for your fertility journey. Because at the end of the day, it is so worth getting to the root cause of your infertility so that you can make the best, most informed decision for you moving forward. I'm a firm believer that if you have a desire to be a mom, that baby is in your future, right? That is a soul calling that you have to become a mom. What that journey looks like, how hard it's going to be, how frustrated, confused, lonely, all of those things, I really feel like we have a lot more control over depending on how much support we pull in for ourselves. And it really just looks like asking more questions. And when you don't get the answers, you ask more questions to somebody else. So I hope that this is helpful and guiding, and I hope that this gives you a kind of a broader view of your fertility journey and a better understanding of why you might not be getting the answers that you're looking for from one provider. It might take a couple other providers, and I really encourage you to seek those people out. And of course, if you have questions, please send me a DM on Instagram. I'm at FertilityJess. That's FertilityJess. And thank you so much for tuning in to the Her Fertility Podcast. I can't wait to bring you another juicy episode soon. Remember, your fertility is your vitality. Until next time, ciao. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Her Fertility Podcast. In a sea of big name podcasts, your support means the world to me. If you enjoyed the show, I would so appreciate your support by leaving a review on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or YouTube, wherever you listen, to help me reach as many women as possible. You can also share this episode with a friend. Sharing the podcast is the best way to help it grow and build a community of support around you on your fertility journey. If we aren't already connected, please find me at FertilityJess on social media or sign up for one of my next fertility courses or offerings at fertilityjess.com.